in the Sportatorium. Eric Embry has been handed an American flag by Percy Pringle. And the fans roar, much to the dismay of P.Y. Chuhai and flamboyant Eric Embry. As you enjoy this thrilling main event now, where all the marbles are on the table. If Eric Embry wins, then the USWA comes in and ends the world-class era, which has been ruined by control of Yamamoto and Skandor Akbar. If Chuhai wins, then things stay the same. That means there'll be a lot of negative changes. Frank Dusek fired last week. The rest of us go if Eric loses here. The match takes place inside a steel cage, hopefully to prevent interference. Branko Lubic, your referee. The building is jam-packed. As Yamamoto now gets on the house mic, Percy trying to jerk the mic out of his hand. They stood in line for hours to get in. One of the most important matches that wrestling has ever seen. Skandor Akbar tried to keep it off television and tried to damage some of the equipment, was successful with some of it, but we have at least one camera working. And you're going to get to see it anyway, despite his attempt. Here's Eric locking up Chuhai with a hammerlock from behind. He's had one sleeper on already. Now here's another. Into the cage goes the hit. Flamboyant Eric Embry is in the ring just 3 weeks after a dangerous knee injury was put into place by Chuhai and company. Required arthroscopic surgery. We've already seen P.Y. accent in on his knee, but Eric will accent wherever he's needed, as he shows us now. Remember, Eric Embry may be a friend of the fans now, but he's still the same volatile personality that he's always been. Dangerous, talented. You know, he's put lots of folks out of wrestling, either temporarily or permanently. Master of the pile driver. Now he's going to try to be the master of the abdominal stretch on big 301-pound P.Y. Chuhai. Chuhai knows that Tojo is there trying to hand the kendo stick through the cage, and Percy backs Tojo Yamamoto away. Chuhai, although very big, 301 pounds, is very quick, very sudden with the chops. The moves with the hands and arms. Here's the kendo stick being handed through again, but Eric sees that that's knocked away. Now look out. Eric reaches in. He's got the stick, and he's going to go to work on Chuhai with that kendo stick. Branko Lubic takes the stick away and throws it back away. And this crowd roars for flamboyant Eric Embry. Eric showing us what I was talking about a minute ago. He can get as rough as he has to. And with the weight of the world on Eric's shoulders here, you can't blame him a bit. And this is going to be a wide open bout. Chuhai from behind with a quick move on the back of that knee. There it is again. That's 15 yards on the football field, and it could be curtains for Eric here as Tojo wants to scream on the microphone again. Chuhai trying to go to work on the Eric Embry knee. Chuhai taking advantage of what he knows to be Eric Embry's only weakness. Tojo has figured out how to turn the microphone back on. Here he goes again. And the fans are screaming right back at Yamamoto. But it's P.Y. Chuhai now with the momentum in the ring. Branko Lubic wants him out of the rope. Tojo's in no hurry to abide. Now we've gotten the fans to chant USA, and Yamamoto is hot. P.Y. Chuhai with a step over Toho now, bending the knee, the same knee that underwent the arthroscopic surgery. And Chuhai has things going his way. And Percy keeps the crowd rolling. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back for more of this main event from the Sportatorium in a moment. The main event of main events. The future of the wrestling world to be changed with the outcome of this event. Eric Embry against P.Y. Chuhai from the jam-packed standing room only Sportatorium. And speaking of standing room, all of the wrestlers who are involved with world-class championship wrestling, even wrestlers that are not on this week's particular card, are standing here and there. Some up in the visitor's cage high above the ring, some peeking out of a door, some standing in an aisle. But you can see them all watching this match as the world watches this match with P.Y. Chuhai currently in control. Eric trying to get back up and does so. P.Y. Chuhai has been focusing on that weakened knee that we told you about a minute ago that you all are aware of for most of the match. Into the rope. He rebounds, comes back. Eric grabs him. Looks like he's going to turn him over, but somehow Chuhai throws Eric down. Tojo Yamamoto screaming on the house microphone again. He has angered this crowd with his instructions for Chuhai. Look at him grab the knee and throw it straight down. It's obvious what Chuhai is trying to do. Chuhai now showing us why he is the dreaded fiend that he is. Eric, though, who has that uncanny, never say die quality, reminds us that you can never count him out. Listen to Yamamoto screaming and howling. What a match. Maybe my last with this organization. We're down to one camera thanks to Akbar's people and his sabotage of the equipment. But doing fine with that. Eric now. Eric showing signs of coming back. Eric now beginning to jab and weave a little bit. From the ropes, the big boy is thrown. He ducks, look out. Oh, straight down with the DDT. And now the battle of the microphone is owned by Percy Pringle, who has the crowd chanting for Eric. He's really going to need it now. Look out. Eric kicks out on the count of 2. Everyone standing and roaring for Eric Embry. But it's clearly P.Y. Chuhai in charge, smelling victory. Back to the knee he goes. And 15 full minutes have gone by in the match. Percy back on the house mic. Count of 2 again, and Bronco was ready to count 3. Close but no cigar a couple of times for P.Y. Chuhai. The other wrestlers anxiously watching from throughout the building to see what their future is going to be. Eric dropped down over Chuhai's knee. Chuhai charges. Eric out of the way. Hooks the leg, and hello, USWA. The cage door opens and the other wrestlers come rushing to the ring. Eric Embry has saved the organization for the USWA. Oh, what a win. An opportunistic win for Eric. And we'll be back for more in a moment. So, we want to show you as Percy Pringle and Eric Embry go over to say goodbye to the world-class era, which has been ruined by Yamamoto and Akbar. And it's time for the old banner to come down to be replaced by a USWA banner. And the fans love it. What a heralded, memorable moment here at the world-famous Sportatorium. Fritz von Erich and all of the great stars who have wrestled in this building. The great Danny Pletchus, Duke Kiyomuka. This night will stand right with those great nights with those stars. Enjoy this as we leave you now from the jam-packed Sportatorium. This is Mark Durant speaking now for the United States Wrestling Association. Have a safe week. So long, everybody.